So this next video is something I think is pretty cool. I was lucky enough to be a part of this. Truck's been a part of 5 generations of a family. It's been sitting for about 4 years. Wasn't sure what to expect when I went to go see it. I'll let you be the judge of, what kind of shape this thing was in. I think you'll be surprised when I say this truck's been sitting for 4 years and hadn't started. I was able to get it running for them. We took it down the road. It's ready to come home. Just got to make a plan to get it here. So sit back, watch this story. I'm really glad I was a part of this one. And as always, guys, nothing helps more than when you hit that subscribe button and you hit the notification bell and you give me a like or you leave a comment. It really means a ton. It makes me be able to keep doing things like this. And I really am proud. Kind of a cool thing to be a part of. Kind of give you a little background. Got a message from a friend of ours. Facebook and was like, I know you're kind of a car guy and we've got this old truck. I wonder if you know anything about them. And okay, well, he said it's a 68 GMC. I thought, well, that already kind of hits me at home because I grew up, one of our first truck, or probably the first truck I ever got behind the wheel in was a 68 Chevrolet. 3-speed column shift truck, which is the same thing as this one. Nobody in her family can drive this truck, so it's kind of bad there, but her grandfather owned it and bought the thing brand new in 1968. So it's this salmon color, original paint on the truck. Rocker panels are solid, inner and outer. Cab corners are perfect on the truck. It does need cab supports, which is a pretty common thing in these trucks. But man, that was an impressive ride. Anyway, yeah, it was just really cool to be a part of that, because I could tell that was not just an old truck that her grandpa owned on the farm. This was a truck that he had kept inside its entire life. He used the truck. You could tell it had some use about it, but it was so solid and just well maintained. Looks like he had cleaned on the engine, and he probably used it for several years, and then it kind of became the truck that sat in the garage, and it was kind of his put around town, do a little bit of this and that on the farm truck. Some of us have that one truck or one car that you can attach to, and it's more than just a car at that point. That to her is a memory of her grandfather, that she associates that truck and him together. It sounds like she's probably leaning towards she's going to have to sell it, because honestly she just doesn't have a place for it. So I'm hoping I can help her find a good home for it, or somebody who won't rip the truck apart and destroy it, and truly understands what a cool thing that they've got there. What a time capsule it is, because this truck is it's been sitting. She said 3 to 4 years, and we fired it up, and again, it's been sitting inside. Tires need to be replaced as far as if you're going to drive it. It's got original hubcaps on the thing, all the trims there. Some of it's got some dings and dents, but for the most part, it's all there and in pretty solid condition. All very repairable condition.
We did put the battery in it.
Okay. Has anybody tried to start or do anything? Okay. I didn't hear you did.
Yeah.
All right. So this looks like it might be a Survivor truck, not a. Yeah, so that doesn't look like it's been a repaint or anything. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to put it. Here, working on the 7 tables.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. So, is this something he bought new or?
Yes, it was bought new in '68.
Wow.
Actually, my grandfather, Laura's great-grandfather, bought it. And it stayed in a garage all the time. Then when he died, my mother and daddy got the truck. And they kept it in a garage all the time.
And he drove it. I remember
Oh, yeah, he still
my whole
drove it.
life he drove it. Not, that wasn't their sole car, but he drove it quite a bit.
Right.
It's kind of dark in here now.
If you need another, like a flashlight, I can go get one.
If you have one, that'd be great. It's not a big deal though. It's a little dark in here.
Yeah,
Wow.
which, I mean, if you think we can roll it out or whatever, or if it'll, they just put the battery in it, y'all didn't try to start it. Yeah. I told him to leave it so you could do your,
Yeah, this is interesting. This is really cool. All right, so it does need supports. The damn rockers are actually in good shape though. So do have some
well,
cam.
I mean, he probably had some work done on it.
Oh, yeah.
This part, engine light on it.
Yeah, it looks like he's been cleaned up and
Yeah.
done some stuff there.
And then, what do you want to say about it? Oh, yeah, we had to get the seat reupholstered. No, it didn't have seatbelts at one time. I had one of these.
Yeah.
And he's been hanging his hats on. What? Above his head on my headboard because he didn't have one. Who made that? So that was like my,
That's what it is.
yeah.
You know, take it, Laura.
Oh, I have other things like,
I
I
think
think
a lot of
that Laura and Brenda. I make a lot of crap like that. Looks like they made a little pit.
Oh.
Oh, wait, Laura.
Huh.
Oh, Larry, I promise you, can you open these? I'm gonna throw these away, and I don't know what kind of things are in them. Cause they got these name on it, and I don't want them.
Tax?
Do you need them?
Really?
I don't know. 50 cents. Daddy, you should take this.
Aluminum radiator.
No, you need it better.
You're too comfortable.
Well, actually.
Great idea.
I mean. That's another office sheet. So I bought that new, but that's, year after that, 2 years. That was nice,
Got a really nice truck. It needs cab supports. They're rusted out, so there's two supports, and every one of these trucks do this.
Yeah.
Most of the time, these rust out and these rust out, but these are good on this truck. Underneath, there's a support that runs underneath the body, and they get holes drilled in them for drains. But what ends up happening is the dust dirt and mud gets in them, and it holds dirt. Every one of these trucks does it. So I do have to be curious, though. It's nothing new. Oh, what are the chances? Do you have any gas? In a can?
She doesn't have any gas.
No, it wants some.
You know, he is 17, so he'll be graduating soon. You know, I don't know what he's going to do, but if he goes to college, I don't know about taking that.
Yeah, that's not a.
No. So we've talked about selling it because my grandfather, which would have been his great-grandfather, that he was named after.
Right.
And that was his first grandson. Told him, like from when he was little, you can have that truck. You know, it would have been my son's great grandfather's original truck. And so of course he likes it for that reason. I just don't think at his age that it's practical for him to drive it.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, when he goes to college or whatever he decides to do, he's not going to have a garage to put it in. It's always been in a garage.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, no, that's one. Honestly, it probably needs to be a second vehicle, kind of a weekend driver at this point.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's more than just a truck to your grandfather too, because you
Yes.
don't take care of something that long. It'd just be another
he loved
vehicle.
it. And I remember, when I was very little, riding around the farm in it, and then he tried to teach me to drive it when I turned 16, and that lasted maybe 2 days, and he was done with that.
he didn't have. All right. Too carried away. Around here.
Have you ever heard of I think they were mufflers, Walker? That's my grandfather worked for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a salesman and traveled around. He came to Bowling Green and a bunch of different places, but yeah, we had so many things that said Walker that some of our family, when we were little, we thought that was his name. Because we were like, why does everything say Walker?
Just looking to see if the muffler's Walker, because it's a fairly new one. That was the big thing that they made.
He passed away when he had just turned 91.
All right. So the old truck seems absolutely solid. Man, I wouldn't be afraid to drive this thing to Bowling Green today. Do have a fuel leak, and I think it's coming from around the fuel filter. So I'm gonna check on that real quick.
But he would sneak cigars and smoke them in the garage. Cause he's my whole family's very straight laced, no drinking, no smoking, nothing. And my grandfather was too, but for some reason
That was his.
he would come up here and he would smoke a cigar in front of me, but not my little sister. And I guess he just knew I wasn't gonna rat him out. But yeah, it's funny, he'd have them hidden in like these drawers and stuff that he had, and he made this little, like the other one had a bigger one than this. And he'd find, my mom found one, and she was like, well, how in the world, what is this from? I can't imagine that, Bo would have had this, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I don't know, and I'm like, I'm not spilling a secret.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Especially if my grandmother knew he was smoking in front of me. Yeah, she'd ask him every now and then, she'd smell it on us, I guess, and she'd say, have you been up there smoking? And he'd just look her dead in the eye, nope. And she'd look at me and I'd be like, I wouldn't say a word. She'd be like, you too. So how do you even go about selling something like this?
This would be one that you'd want to make sure you got to the right people.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love it if somebody that was going to take care of it, of course.
Oh yeah, that's.
I know that's silly, but
No, it's not. See, that's something that
that
a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
These aren't just trucks. These aren't. This is an emotional connection that people have with them that you can't touch. I mean,
this is probably the only one I have ever had that feeling about because I was so close to my grandfather. And if I had a place to keep it, I would just keep it for Jack. Now him and his friends. It stopped in front of Reester's. And they had to push it into Reester's parking lot the other day. And I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm just like, do something else. Is that bad stuff coming out this?
It's
Or just because it's
it's just where it's been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
A little bit of oil and stuff like that. Kind of gathered up.
Yeah.
Probably did smoke a little bit. The valve seals are probably dry and they need to be lubricated again. That kind of stuff. Not huge.
My favorite part when I was little.
All the
Because leaves
the
would.
dash is even in good shape in this truck. It
He took it
barely
care of
turned
it.
up. All right.
He also had a my great grandfather an LTD. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
LTD. It was like dark brown, and it was in like mint condition. They did sell that several years ago, but like between the two of them, I mean, you could not tell that they were as old as they were. What do you want me to keep it?
I'll just keep it there. We can talk. Watch it drive down the road.
Yeah. I
Let's
just love
see.
it.
Let's see if it got the heat. Oh, there it goes.
Maybe.
Or this one is. We'll make this loop here.
Yeah, it'll circle all around.
A few squeaks and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Whoa.
Oh, tailgate.
Oh, I didn't shut it all the way up. Whoops. That's where I always rode, on the back of the tailgate.
Yeah. It needs to be driven more than anything. Probably could put a carburetor kit in it.
Uh-huh.
I guess the thing running pretty good. Honestly, like I said, if you were going to drive this or put him in it, I would say that there's a kit that you can make this into a fuel injected for about $1,000.
Right.
It'd be well worth it, because then it would be get in, turn the key on, and drive. It's not like your carburetor's constant adjustment.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But again, this is one of those that I hope the brakes work.
Hope so. We'll find out.
If we don't, we got first shift. Yep.
Yeah, he was driving it the year he passed away. He was still driving it. Now, not a lot, because he wasn't driving a lot. But yeah, around town. You can go either way, really, and come back out the same.
Go straight or cut around?
Oh, turn here. Yeah. Yeah, that part's what's, I don't know how to drive that.
Yeah, the very first truck I ever drove was a 16 Chevrolet. Ran a column just like this. And these things are notorious for hanging in gear. This one feels so solid.
Oh,
It's
good.
in good shape. It's probably been rebuilt a time or two, because
Yeah.
they are not known for lasting. People get here and jam them, or
Oh, yeah.
don't know how to drive them, so they're finding them.
Yeah, he tried to teach me, like in a field,
Yeah.
and I was not a quick learner. Not quick enough, apparently. And we both decided that it probably wasn't for me.
Pictures of
Yeah.
anything while it's out here?
Yeah.
All right.
I have.
So up underneath there, these fenders are known to rust out right here.
Yeah.
That was as solid as I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like
The
Mom
battery
said.
sits here, and the battery acid runs down and rots them out.
I think, well, as long as I know, it's been in a garage or maybe the barn for a little while, but yeah.
Hey guys, just a quick reminder, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, subscribe, notifications, leave me a message.